Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk about this detransitioner who he or she, I don't know, they have come out with their story. We're going to analyze it and talk about how society corrupts the minds of people. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're going to react to this video and get into it and talk about it, so let's begin.
I'll put the video up on the screen for you so you guys can follow along with us.
I'm angry. What's gonna happen to the kids and the youth? And there's so many people who regret this. There's more and more and more coming out, and younger too, on puberty blockers, that been on puberty blockers. And I read one that I think he went on puberty blockers at 16, and now he's like 20 or 21, and he is like suicidal because his penis won't grow anymore. Like, it does damage. It makes me so angry. And what we're gonna get is a generation that's screwed up. That are screwed up in like 10, 15 years. Wait, not even. I think it's accelerating quite quickly. When we get 30, 40-year-olds that are going to be like, what the fuck did I do when I was 16 or whatever, like, and you can't go back. You can't go back. I'm sad for myself, of course. Not in a victim kind of way, but in like, this process of mourning who I was is touch and go. So, but I'm sad for humanity and the children and what's gonna happen when they're screwed up. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, and I really, really hope that all these professionals get their friggin' karma, because I know that some of them don't realize, and some of them might be brainwashed and whatever, but some of them know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Cash cowing.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's talk about this. So originally I was very hesitant on doing this video because it was like, this is a touchy subject, and I know that this could go anywhere and anyone could react to this, but it's something that has to do with mindset that we talk about and that we talk about this channel. So when I came across this, I was like, Mike, I think we're gonna have to do a video on this. I think it's necessary to talk about it, and for some people it may be very uncomfortable to hear or talk about, but this is happening in the world, whether we like it or not, whether you feel good about it or feel bad about it, or you're angry or sad about it, no matter what. We need to look at the facts and the fact that this is happening. And it's not about whether it should or should not, but it is. So we need to talk about the effects, naturally, as we will have to do on the channel. It's just our duty to talk about this kind of stuff and bring awareness. So this is a detransitioner. What that is someone who became trans, but then they kind of regretted it, so they're trying to go back. But the human body is sophisticated, to say the least, and sometimes you can't go back. And what he is talking about in the video is when these children that are, because we live in a society where we are promoting heavily on people transitioning, like, oh, if you think you are a woman, then yeah, we're gonna get you surgery, and we're gonna help you do that. And when that happens, you change the hormones, you corrupt the mind in a way, you change things in the body, you change, you play with fire, literally, because the body can only handle so much of certain things, and all these man-made things that we've made with all this technology, new technology, it's going to infiltrate the human body. It's going to do some weird things, stuff that science literally still has to research because it's sort of new. So it's a very touchy subject, but there is a push that I've noticed, and Mike's noticed it too, that there is, we're trying to promote trans a lot, and, trans rights, human rights. Would you ever date a trans woman? If not, you're a bigot. And there's always all these things going on the internet. But the question comes, what happens if you have these kids and they're conditioned by these mentally ill parents, which there are a lot of them, trust me, I've seen them all around me all the time. What happens when these kids are fed, as when they're young, like, oh, are you a boy or a girl? Do you not know? And it's like it's just some weird stuff. Like I don't know what's happening. Well, these parents are just on something. Like some people are not meant to have kids. Let's just be honest. Some people should not be reproducing. You girls need to start closing your legs to some of these guys out here, and vice versa.
What we're talking about is more of like if on someone's own volition, if they feel not being sucked into someone else's agenda, if they feel that they should transition because that's what they believe, whatever. But if people are pretty much propagating others, especially younger children, to transition, right? Those people create a problem where, just like this person, they regret doing it later in life, and then they want to go back, but there is no physical, scientific way for them to actually do that. He was talking about how someone transitioned taking whatever medications or whatever to stop like their puberty, and now they, can't, like certain parts of their body can't grow as they should because they pretty much did this to themselves, and the whole situation's fucked up. The whole situation is just messed up, and it all stems from pretty much the propaganda and all the people that are trying to force feed it into children. Granted, we're not saying we should just shut out the transition people. We should just shut them out and like cancel them or whatever. It's not really what we're talking about. It's more of
we have to bring awareness to what society's doing.
Yeah, it's more of just if people want to do that, don't force it into them. Like let them figure it out on their own. That's how everyone else has done it before us. People have just figured it out on their own and they did it themselves. That's how it should be, and it shouldn't be propagated among other people, especially authority figures and people that people as young people would look up to. It shouldn't be propagated by them to these kids that are, very influenced by a lot of different things. And this right here, this video just proves it. It proves it already. It proves that there's an issue and that this is happening, and it's only going to get worse, especially later in the future. That person was already saying that, the world's going to be fucked up because of these things, and he's right. He's right. A lot of people that have gone through this and that will regret it in the future is just, they're going to have a lot of people fucked up. The suicide rate is already going up, and it's going to continue to go up even more because of this. And it's just going to be a whole horrible situation for the human civilization as we speak. It's just not okay.
Yeah, there's already, people are asking, what are your pronouns? Like, what pronouns? What do you mean? Do I have a dick? I'm a man. Stop it. It's like, we're trying to really, we need to leave these kids alone when it comes to the gender stuff. Don't talk. That's just grooming. That is child abuse, I think. Let the boys climb trees. Leave them alone. Stop putting dresses on them. Just stop it. And the girls, stop trying to indoctrinate these kids. So just leave them alone. Let them make their own decisions. You don't need to. Oh, you should try this dress, Timmy, or try are you a girl? Do you think you're a girl? Maybe you're a girl. Like stop. It's just weird. Leave the kids alone. Let them make their own decision. Don't even talk about it. Don't talk about gender stuff with the kids. Let them do their natural thing, and when they're 18 or older, they can make their own decisions and do whatever they want. But we need to stop. I think it should be illegal to do surgery and stuff on kids. Don't touch the kids. Don't touch them, unless it's for the medical stuff, actual checkups and stuff like that. Natural stuff that for general health.
Yeah, Jimmy broke his leg. Let's fix it.
Yeah. Other than that, just leave them alone. Stop doing this stuff. It's really weird.
Yeah, you're weird.
Why is so many weird people in the world? Just leave these kids alone. And then when these kids get older, we're seeing, we would not be making this video if there were no such thing as a detransition or someone who actually regretted it. But since there are actually many of them that are regretting it, we feel compelled to make this video. Because, a lot of these kids are corrupted by the system. Society is trying to really push this agenda. Everybody has to be gay now. Everybody's stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Is a thing going on right now, and we're going to see the effects of this in the future. So the message of this video in particular is we need to make our own decisions. Stop letting the system control you. We support critical thinking, open-mindedness. We need to do research on different things. If you're thinking about transitioning, you need to do a lot of research because that is your life. That is your genitals. That is the thing that makes you human and who you are. Do your research before you get into these things. Don't let anybody, mom, dad, society. Don't let any of them corrupt you like that. Don't let anyone tell you how you should be or what you are. You need to figure that out for yourself. We all need to go on our own journeys and figure out who you really are. Don't let society change who you are. Become, you should be changing society, not society changing you. Be in control of your own life. It's kind of scary stuff. So it's kind of a touchy subject. We understand. So let us know in the comments what you think. you know, let's get some discussion going, because this is important. This is the future. This is actually the future. This video has to do with the future generations and where the world is going to go. So it's very important that you subscribe to this channel, hit the like button for more content, comment your thoughts below. If you want to support the channel, you can donate to the Cash App, link in the description below. Money goes towards the funds for this channel. And with that said, we're going to see you guys in the next video.